What's up, guys? It's Medic. I don't even know how I'm going to do this. So, I've been wanting to do some type of vlog style video forever. And I'm just like, I'm not a vlogger, man. I'll live stream and stuff like that and do like maybe some voiceovers when I'm like recording. But vlogging to me, like, this is so unnatural. I'm just using my phone, trying to. I watch vlogs. I watch people on YouTube and stuff like that. So, like, I know how it's done, but it's one of those like, see, I don't even know where or how to hold the camera, because like I want to talk with my hands and stuff, like, so I don't know how to vlog. But oh man, I've been wanting to do this project for a while where I kind of like show you my office, kind of where I work, what I do, and I kind of got to thinking that really the concept of the video is I may need help from you guys because I think my office setup, I think it's set up for failure. Even though like I feel like it's organized, I feel like happy with what I have and stuff like that. Um, I think that it's not set up in an optimal manner. So I kind of want to show you guys like where I work, what I've got, how I've got my stuff set up, and I on my Discord I put out like a for people to tell me what they've got, show me their setups, and maybe we'll do a. I'll show you my office, what I'm working with, and then maybe I'll do another blog or video or something later on where I get where I redo everything based off of some of your suggestions. But less rambling and more of my office. All right, so one thing that I promised myself I was going to do was actually not clean the office and not really move anything aside from some paper that may have like passwords and info on it. Aside from that, I intentionally didn't clean anything because I wanted you guys to see truly what I see and what I work with. And I'm gonna start off with the good part first. We're gonna go right to the desk, and I want to show you guys my desk. This is where I sit. Obviously, you come in, and I've got the green screen on my entire wall, and then I try to keep my lighting as even as possible. That way, the green screen actually works. Got my dog bed right there, because my dog likes to sleep next to me while I work. But here's my desk, and the desk is just some cheap table we got from like, it's similar to like a, what is it, Costco or something like that. We don't have one of those, but something like that. And I can't really back up because I'm against the wall. But as you see, I've got 3 monitors, and this monitor goes to one computer, the streaming computer, and then these 2 monitors are to the gaming computer. And then I have some cheap mechanical keyboard right in the middle. When it comes to the desk, I feel like my setup isn't cluttered. There's probably some of you looking at me like, what? But everything has its place, has its utility, and I don't really feel anything is in the way of another thing. I can get my arm on the desk, I can get to my mouse, I can change scenes very quickly when I need to. Everything's right where it needs to be. And my chair is actually pretty comfortable for being a $40 chair, so I'm happy with that. Here's my webcam. So like I feel like it's functional, but here's where my problem lies for the desk. Because of the green screen, in that my room is only a 11 feet by 11 feet, I have to, one of the things with green screens is you need light to disperse and evenly diffuse. So you have to have distance from your wall. If you're up closer, you'll create shadows. So I have to have the desk away from the wall if I want to use the green screen. Well, by putting my desk away from the wall, I essentially have it in the middle of the room, which takes away from kind of the ability to walk around and move, but it makes the room feel smaller, even though, I could walk in my daughter's room, which is the exact same size. She has nothing in the middle of the room, so her room feels bigger than this room. So part of me wants to put the desk or build another desk against the wall and just no longer have the green screen. But my next problem is that I kind of end up with 2 problems with this. If I put the desk against the wall, I have to move the desk that houses all the computers But then I also have to put myself in a position of where right now I want to pop the TV on. I can just watch some TV right there. But if I have it against the wall, because of the door, I can't watch my TV. I'd have to turn all the way around to watch TV. So my TV would become useless with it against the wall, unless I moved against that window. But then if I move the desk against the window, I end up with sunlight directly on my face during the day, which can end up, creating some fatigue and being uncomfortable. So I don't want to be right in front of the window. So, but the other problem too is that if I don't have the ability to watch the TV, maybe I'll be less likely to get distracted watching TV. So I'm not sure. So we'll continue on with the room. We've got the back side of the desk here. There's my dog. She's watching me walk around, and she's like, I don't know where to go. So she's like running around. So I've done the best that I can to route my cables, because I have to do it in a unique manner, because I don't have the ability to kind of really hide them behind my desk, because my desk is in the front of the room. And these were too short these are my light cables, but they were too short to really do too much, because I have to move my lamps when I do builds and stuff like that. So there's just no point in me routing them anywhere, because I just have to unroute them every time that I do anything else. So I've got the two computers here, and I have them facing this way. Well, more so this one, I guess, would be the one you'd be like, why do you have it like this? And it's because I want to exhaust the warm air into the room, and not where it builds up air kind of into a pocket and then it builds air into the corner. I want it to disperse into the room. Probably doesn't make sense to some people, but I felt that worked the best way for me. Also, the second thing is with this particular case, I'm going to see if I can get through and show you guys. Show you the case a little bit. I don't know how well you saw that. But anyway, that particular... I don't know how well you saw it, but that particular case, to really get the best airflow, I needed to take the front panel off. And I've had this case a few years now, probably 2 years now maybe. And my daughter comes in here, and I don't want her to shove her finger into an open fan. So I elected to face it that way. So there's plenty of airflow, because I've got the curtains way away from it. There's plenty of airflow. But I didn't want my daughter like shoving her hand into it, or more me not paying attention and shoving my hand into it. So, I don't know. They're facing like that. Now this one I put like this because I just want to see it, I can see the front of it when I'm sitting down, and then I can see the side of it every time I walk around in the room, so I like having that there. And then since I don't have a chair and I don't work over here, I put my drawers and some of my extra containers underneath, so it's utilizing that room, that space under there. Now this is the part where my wife is mad at me. This is technically my wife's bookshelf. However, after she moved all of her stuff out of the office, we didn't have anywhere to put the bookshelf. So before she had a chance to decide anything to do with it, I quickly started to put stuff on it, and I stole it from her. So now she's not happy that she can't do anything with it. But we had nowhere to put it anyway, so... Now this is my accumulation of vape stuff. Now I'm not hiding this, it's just this is the only place I have to put the table. That's all my vape stuff. And then this table is the one that you see in those builds that I do. This is the table I have to work on because I don't have room to work anywhere. So what I have to do, and because my computers are over here, I have to put the table in the middle of the room, turn my lamps, turn the cameras. There's the other camera right there. So, and then I have to build right in the middle of the room. This is here because I want to try to make myself do push-ups, but I haven't gotten very far with that yet. So I end up doing that, which when that table is out, I essentially have no room in here to work at all. I have about 1 foot to get in between this wall and the bookshelf, and that's if the table I put right up against this table. So it really can only stay out when I'm using it. Air conditioner, because it gets hot in here with the 3 computers running. This side is where my wife's stuff was piled. We worked out a deal, so I got to have the desk and corner back, and this is my server. And the only reason why the server is actually up here and has the monitor is because I've been doing so many projects with it. It's easier for me to sit at it and work on it versus remote into it. So I've been using this setup for quite a bit here. That's where I charge my vape, and then I've got a solder kit there because I have another project that I may have to solder. Towel, just for a general towel. Usually when I take the air conditioner out, I set it on the towel for a bit too. So this part of the room actually feels very comfortable. I actually like sitting at my server computer, and I feel comfortable over here. And I don't know if it's a clutter thing or if it's a room thing, because I know I have the open room behind me. I'm not really sure, but I feel more comfortable over here than I do at my computer setup. And then this was something we had in our dining room. And I wanted to reorganize the dining room a little bit. So I ended up bringing this up here because I was like, well, I'm not using the TV and I want to use it. So I brought that up here. I don't play Xbox at all. This is literally so I can just watch cable up here. So I didn't have to run a cable line up here. Hey, look, you see my dog. So this is so I can watch TV. And I like having it, but because of where it's at, I can't really game on it. I can only kind of sort of sit here and watch TV, but I can't reasonably feel like play games on it because I can't move my chair reasonably close without sitting like way off to the side and being crooked. I definitely can't game on it. You know, I'd have nowhere to put the keyboard and stuff and turn it. So it becomes just a watching TV, which I feel like I could do so much more with the TV. So I'm coming back over here just to, again, maybe you'll put it together in your head a bit better. This was really just a backdrop too for some of the pictures. I didn't want the wall because the wallpaper's torn up a bit. So I wanted something for a little bit of a background. That's all that blanket is for. So, I mean, this is it. By the way, I know there's somebody who's going to wonder why. For anybody wondering why there's a roll of toilet paper there, it is because we have an abundance of toilet paper and it's cheaper than tissues. And anytime I got to blow my nose or when I have to take care of my vape, it's just easier to use toilet paper. So you wondered, now you know. This is where I'm reaching out to you guys. What kind of setups do you have? For those that have an office setup, I'd love to see your office. For those that have like a bedroom and they have to try to make their bedroom a living space, but also a productivity space, I'd be very curious to see what you have. And for those that may have some ideas, even if you want to doodle something on a napkin and show me what you think I should do to set it up to maybe optimize my setup a little bit more, let me know what you think. And maybe we'll rearrange the room or do something different. Hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully nobody yells at me. I'm sure I said something silly, and I'm sure there's plenty of stuff in here that doesn't make any sense at all. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one. But wait, there's more. All right, just to be straight up with you, like I recorded all that on like Monday, and it's now like Thursday morning. It's like 8 in the morning. I'm tired right now, but I want to get this video out like right away. And I didn't really like how I ended that video. I wanted to remind you guys that on our Discord, I made a text room that you guys can send me pictures or maybe link me some videos or something of your office setups. I'd love to know what you guys got, so share with me what you guys have. The Discord is going to be the best way for you guys to do that. And that's also where you can give me suggestions. You can certainly comment down below and let me know what you have, but Discord I think will be faster and everyone will be able to collaborate quite well. So I'm excited for that. This is going to be probably the first part video. I'll show you guys what I have. Then my plans is do another video to show what you guys have and some of the suggestions that you guys have come up with. And then later down the road, if I decide to redo the room, we'll do a part 3 video of the remodel. And depending how the part 3 goes, maybe part 4 of the final, like maybe a video on us redoing it and then a video on the final, or put it all into one, I don't know. But this will be a 2 or 3 part video. I'm really excited to see what you guys have for your bedrooms, your offices, your corner parts of the house, whatever you guys have. I'm really interested to see what you guys have. Kind of setting up the office the way that I have. It was one of those, like, it just kind of happened, and then I slowly accumulated things. The next thing I knew, this was my office, but I feel claustrophobic in it, I guess. I feel cramped. I don't know. You know, I'm not really sure. I guess it's an optimization thing, and I'm not very well optimized. So I'm curious what you guys have to say, and I look forward to all the comments, and I can't wait to put out a video showing what you guys have, and then maybe redoing my room and seeing what I can do with this room. But till next time, I'll see you guys later.